All right, let's talk about the Nigerian game against DR Congo for the World Cup playoff. Now, for me, this is like the final in terms of the African teams. Nigeria won the semi-final for me in terms of playing this game. When the game that they played against Congo, they won that one. So for me, that one is like the semi-final in terms of the African teams. And then now this one is like the final, like I said, in terms of the African teams against DR Congo. It will be an interesting game for the DR Congo are a good team. I watched their game against Cameroon, and they were very good against Cameroon. They won the game, and I feel like they deserve the win, against Cameroon. Now, for them to beat Cameroon, that will tell you that they're a good team. Normally, people will feel like Cameroon will win that game because it is Cameroon. But yeah, DR Congo won the game 1-0. That was 9 minutes in the second half. I think extra time when they scored that goal through set pieces. Now, Nigeria should be aware of set pieces in this game against DR Congo. Defensively, I feel like DR Congo are very good defensively. They are very good defensively. So obviously we have, for me, I feel like we have a very good attack to match up their defense. Obviously for me, we have the best number 9 in Africa. So it will be interesting to see how Nigeria will set up, or how the Super Eagles, will set up in this game. Now for Nigeria, like I said, the game against Gabon, very, very important win. Winning the game, obviously, extra time in that game against Gabon, 4-1. That was really, really impressive. Now they have to finish the job. They have to finish the job by winning this game. And hopefully, if they win this game, obviously, they will then play the final in terms of the intercontinental, meeting the other teams from, I don't know, Asia or wherever the other team will come from. So, playing against DR Congo, the midfield will be very, very important for Nigeria. The midfield will be very, very important, and also the defense will be very, very important. If they can make sure they defend well, and try to control the game in the midfield, I think Nigeria will win this game. Now, DR Congo, I feel like they have a good defense because I watched their game against Cameroon. They did not really allow Cameroon to have, good opportunities in that game. That's why I feel like defensively they are good. So if Nigeria can be strong as well defensively and also try to control the game in the midfield with the attacking players that we have, I think we can somehow win that game. So it will be interesting to see how they will set up. Now there are some players I want to talk about, especially in the defense. Obviously, Benjamin Frederick has been very, very good in the games that I've watched him play, especially the game against Gabon. He was, for me, man of the match for me. Yes, he did not score. Obviously, he gave an assist, in the first goal for Victor Osimhen's first goal. For me, he was the man of the match for me. In that game, he was very, very impressive, very, very good in that game. So he will be important for Nigeria again for this game. I need him to step up. I need him to continue how he has been performing for the Super Eagles. So yeah, he'll be important again for the Super Eagles in this game. Now there are some couple of players in the defense line that I'm not too comfortable with. The player, is it Samuel? Also is Samuel, the right back, the number 12, I think, in that game against Gabon. I wasn't comfortable with the guy while I was watching him, the right back for Nigeria. Obviously, in the second half or in the extra time, I think he then went into the he went to central defense. I think can't remember, but he was the one that started the game from, or they took him out. I think maybe in the second half. I think they took him out from the second half. They then brought in Frederick to the right back. We know Frederick can play as a central defender. He can also play as a right back. Now the player that started the game for the Super Eagles for Nigeria playing as the right back, that guy I feel like he's shaking for me. When I watch him, he wasn't comfortable with the ball. His passes are off for me. He's rash. The same player that nearly gave Gabon that penalty. If you watch, we were lucky that the referee did not give the penalty, because if the referee had given the penalty, we will not say it's not a penalty because he was holding the player. But luckily, the referee did not give the penalty. That's the player I'm talking about. I'm not really comfortable with the player. And another player is the goalkeeper, Wabale. Wabale for me has been fantastic for the Super Eagles. He has been very, very good since he has become the number 1 goalkeeper for the Super Eagles. But my thing with him is I feel like Wabale now is feeling overconfident for me. Sometimes he wants to do things that he's not supposed to do. I feel like he talks too much as well. I feel like he talks too much. I feel like he's, like I said, he's, I don't know, maybe he's feeling like because um he know, you feel like he's the number one, you know, he will always start. Maybe that's the reason why he's doing all this. If you watch him play, he's sometimes all over the place, you know. So he should be careful in terms of, we know you are a good goalkeeper, but focus and, do your job. Sometimes he looks like he wants to fight for no reason. Like, he is another player that should concentrate on keeping. So if Wabali can focus, because sometimes he does those things and then he will make mistakes. Even in the game, the qualifying game that Nigeria won, that I can't remember the team that they won against, 2-1. That minute, I think that was our away game. That minute, Nigeria could have drew that game because of his mistake. So for big, these are the two players that is, if, obviously I think Wabale will start. I don't know if the other player will start. If he start, he has to be focused and concentrate. But for me, yeah, Nigeria should be winning this game. Like I said, if defensively they can, you know, do their job defensively, and then the midfield control the game, I think we have attacking players that can, score goals for the Super Eagles. So it will be interesting to see how the coach will set up, the team. And for the coach, Eric Schell, I feel like he has been very, very good since he has become the Super Eagles coach. If he had started this job from the beginning of this qualifiers for the World Cup, I don't think we'll be in this position now. I think he has been fantastic. So it will be interesting to see how this game will go. So your thought, your opinion on the game, you let me know.